I need help. Hey, my name is Cabbage. Welcome back to the channel, and I am traveling in less than a week. And I gotta figure out what camera gear I gotta bring. For context, the boys who you've probably seen in and around the channel here or there have all graduated now. And someone had the bright idea of doing the El Clasico grad trip. Our destination? I mean, yeah, you probably could have guessed. Now, as you know, I made a video a few months ago talking about what kind of cameras I like to bring while I'm traveling. It consisted of mostly subtle and convenient camera gear like my iPhone and 360 cameras. A core pillar of that video was that I needed to find ways to shoot without my A7S III. But for Japan, I think I really want to bring my bulkier camera. I mean, not just because I got some new toys for it, but because I haven't been to Japan before, and I want to give it the good old college try. Well, graduated college try. Anyways, you get the point.
Wait, did you catch that?
I haven't been to Japan before.
No, that's a bit of a lie. I technically have been to Japan before, but it was a really long time ago before memories were these solid, unbreakable things. I have wisps of this trip. The only thing I can vividly remember is that our apartment had a loft and I got to sleep top bunk. Other than that, I feel like this upcoming trip will be how I remember Japan for the foreseeable future. I want to have a good time, I want my homies to have a good time, and I want to capture Japan like all photographers do.
But this whole gear situation can be really stressful. On one hand, I want to be really perfect because I want to get a bunch of stuff and be creative. But the other part is I want to be respectful and not be overbearing. You see, a lot of going to Japan, in my opinion, requires self-awareness, especially if you're like me, because tourist culture is real, and I don't want to participate in or be associated with those types of travelers that stereotypes are built off of. So with that being said, let's get packing. Okay, so for the bags, I'm planning on taking like a backpack. The check-in bag is kind of whatever, that's just gonna be clothes and stuff like that. But what really matters today is what the stuff is gonna go in, so my camera bags. I had two options. The first one is the Peter McKinnon 35 liter. I basically run my entire business out of this bag. Like, I can fit my body, 4 lenses, the gimbal fits in here too. Like, basically everything I need, possibly could need. So I know if I pack extra for this trip, it'll probably fit in here. But this bag is definitely not as stealthy, so I got another option. This is the Peter McKinnon 25 liter. Now, I know for sure that I can do a small trip like Vegas or San Francisco out of this bag. So for Japan, I'm gonna attempt to squeeze everything I could possibly need and leave room for day-to-day stuff in here. I just need to not have too many crazy ideas, which is hard for me. Now, the one bag that I know has been confirmed for the trip no matter what is this guy, the Woodencraft Pilot 7 liter. I love this bag. I've customized it completely to my own liking. You can see all the pouches on it, but this is my favorite thing. I got to customize it actually at the store in Taiwan, and ever since I got this bag, I've been loving it. I'm hoping that it'll fit this A7S III in there, so hopefully you're gonna go in there. But I'm really excited to see if I can fit all of the stuff I wanted in Taiwan, plus this camera in this bag. And it's only 7 liters. We'll see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it took me a while to get everything kind of assembled, but this is everything laid out. You can see it's split into like cameras and then like structural rigging kind of stuff, and then like stuff that I need kind of for work and just kind of for journaling and all that, like my computer and all that, power, audio, lights. It's all over the place. The only thing that's really not on here is what I'm using to film the iPhone angle. I talked about before, it's the Ulanzi MagSafe mount and then the small ray clamp. You get it. Anyways, I don't know if that camera can even see it. It doesn't even matter. But I've kind of just broke it all down into what I think I can carry to Japan and also all the things that I'm probably going to use. I really had to make a decision on what I could have brought. A lot of stuff, to be honest. I could have brought like more lenses and all that kind of stuff, but I think I've really struck a balance on what kind of gear that I'm taking and really figured out, you know, what is realistic for me. Like, I can only carry so much and I only have so much bag space, and the bags that I'm using can only do so much. So I feel like I'm working pretty well within like the physical limitations, and I just don't want to, you know, be too heavy also everything, and kind of leave some stuff to put in the bag, you know, because I might be shopping or whatever. So just a little recap, here's everything we got going on the table. A7S III, Sigma 28-70, f2.8, Tamron 50-400, That's gonna be used a lot, hopefully this trip. Got my SD cards, got my Sennheiser MKE400. That's for audio in case I do any like talking head bits at the Airbnb. I don't know, we'll see. Then we got Insta360 Go 3. That's coming with the necklace mount, the hat mount, which obviously you know me, I'm gonna be wearing a hat. And then this sort of like guy, it's a magnetic like GoPro kind of mounty thing. I might use it, might not, but this is so small that I'm willing to bring it. And then along with that, the Insta360 X4. Something cool that I wanted to bring up was that on the bag itself, I think I'm gonna, instead of using the DJI Osmo backpack mount for the Osmo, I'm gonna use it on the X4. I've seen a lot of people, especially travelers and like just backpackers and all that kind of stuff, use the X4 with a backpack mount. It offers a wider field of view, and because it's 360, you don't have to worry about like the gimbal going off center and then tracking someone else, or not being totally point on. You can actually just reframe it in post, and I think I like that a lot more, so I'm gonna try that instead. Got the camcorder, which I mentioned in the previous video and have been mentioning forever, and then I'm gonna be trying this guy, the Genopic Z3 SL. I mentioned that in my last video. If that will focus, it'll focus here. That's a better shot. I'm excited to use this guy because this guy will just travel with me every day. I think this one is going to be like a specific loadout because it's big, it's bulky. I kind of really have to, be mindful of using it. So I really want to try to be particular when I pull this guy out and what days and stuff like that. And you can see it's a little bit nasty because there's that like 10-pin mount port thing that it has to use in order to connect to a computer, which is really annoying. But it's kind of its little quirk that I gotta deal with. It's old tech, it's kind of beautiful in its own way. And then the Fuji X106. I mean, this is my stills camera, gotta bring that. I probably could get away with just using the Sony as well for stills, but I'm not gonna edit the photos. I honestly don't like editing photos very much, except for like minor adjustments and tweaks. So this guy having the built-in film sins, it's really gonna make a big difference. I also took off like the pistol grip that I have attached to it, primarily because it has the tripod mount on the bottom. I don't imagine I'll be doing a lot of tripod work with this camera specifically because I'm already bringing the A7. I might just take some, like handheld video that's going alongside my long-term review for this camera, but I wanna keep the profile of this guy as slim as possible because it's already not very pocketable. So I'm gonna try and keep it small. Onto lights. This is the Ulanzi it's like something U20 or 12 or something like that. Oh yeah, UA12. I love this thing because it's inflatable. Check this out. Look at that. Sick, hey? And then now you just have like almost basically a 2-foot light wand. Like that's sick. It's not like an LED 2 where it's like long and it's not really portable because it has to come in that rod form. This is deflatable, it's collapsible. It's also airplane safe. And I get like a nice amount of light, diffuse light too, by the way. So that's pretty sick. And then I can control, it's bicolor, so I can control the Kelvin amount. Nice, well done. So that's definitely going in the bag. I love that. It just deflates like a soft glizzy, this thing. And then it has like a magnetic mount on the bottom that I can use. So that's pretty sick. This mystery bag is from Small Rig. I got this recently because I wanted to play with, like more technical lighting, stuff like that. And this one caught my eye. It's a spotlight, it's kind of like a spotlight flashlight kind of situation. It's really cool because it puts out a very circular beam of light, but it's so small. Look at the profile of that. It is ridiculous. It's LED, but it only does, I think, red, blue, and orange. But it also comes with these gobos and this like plastic spotlight kind of reflector situation. And then now you have a nice hiding comb. I didn't actually expect it to be that hard in the first place, but it's actually really easy. It's portable, and I have something that I can put up on a wall or something, maybe in an Airbnb probably. I want to do some stuff where I actually talk inside. So in order to make things less boring, make things a little bit more technical, I think it could be cool to have something like this. Look at that. Okay, moving on to structure. Small Rig, travel tripod. Don't really know the exact name of this guy, I forgot. But this is the one where I replaced the tripod foot of it last video. Go check that out. Excited to use this. It's carbon fiber, super light. It's gonna slide into the backpack really easy, like I'll show you later. I just bought a collar for it. It balances a lot easier. So now I actually don't need a fluid head, which thank God. And I can just rock with this ball head. I thought it wasn't gonna be strong enough. It is. Well done, Small Rig. Did not think you would come in clutch like that. But again, I had options. I'm so lucky that this collar came in time because now it balances perfectly. Before, when I was balancing this tripod and having to shoot clips, I would put it where the camera was, and then because this mounting point was so far back, it would droop, all that kind of stuff. But now with this collar, it's going to be more evenly distributed in terms of weight because the barrel extends all the way out there. And when I tested, the ball head and the collar working together manages to get the job done. So I'm very happy. I can keep the profile super small on this tripod. Sick. This is the bullet time stick from Insta360. It's the original one that came with the camera. This is just to get sort of like fake dronies and all stuff like that. It worked really well for me in the past. I thought I was gonna have to bring like the 6-foot one to Taiwan, but I ended up just bringing this one. So for Japan, I'll bring this one again. It works fine, like a charm. This one's tested, easy. The last kind of like bits of gear that is like not super crazy, but super, I think, vital for me at least, is having a magic arm and then like a small phone tripod. This one's from Ulanzi, this one's some small rig. These are always really good to just get, again, like unique angles. You've probably seen like a bunch of like travel vloggers or like cinematics where they put stuff on like luggage or, you know, like another camera to capture the camera itself. Always good to have a magic arm. This is always going to be useful because of the clamp and the quarter 20 on the other side to mount your camera to different things. It's always good to have. I think it's really important to get creative and just kind of get, you know, more obscure angles, because let's be honest, travel content has stayed the same for years. So it's probably good to get innovative and get creative. I find my iPhone and this tripod are good for establishing shots and stuff like that. So it's really good for just placing me, and it's easy to drop down. It's not gonna be like this guy where it's huge and I gotta like, you know, unlatch all the things and then, you know, go back and forth with that. I wish I had a Tribex. Yeah, you saw that potato jet like clutch tripod. I wish I had that, but I don't. So I'm rocking this guy, but this one's super easy to unfold, super simple. It comes out super stable feet, never gonna be an issue. Yeah, love that. All of this stuff is basically just for note-taking, having, writing down stuff that I find interesting in Japan. I've never been again, so it'd be nice to just sort of like absorb it as much as I can. The laptop obviously is to work on all the edits, which hopefully you will see while I'm over there. And then this guy's just full of SSDs and like storage and all that kind of stuff. This here, oh my God. This has got all the chargers in it. I'm so, like, this is my Orbikey desk organizer. I have a lot of batteries to charge. Luckily, I'm gonna be able to charge most of it off of one kind of brick, which is a Ugreen brick. I love Ugreen stuff. It's so sick. My NAS is Ugreen. Finally, rounding out the whole thing is the DJI mic. These guys are so stable. You've seen them everywhere. I wish I had the DJI Mark II for the 32-bit float, but to be honest, like, I'm just gonna catch the guys like laughing and stuff like that. It's not gonna be that groundbreaking to hear them laugh in 32-bit float. So these are gonna do just fine. Do I think it's all gonna fit in one bag? No. So I'll probably have to split between the 7-liter and the 25-liter, but that's all of it laid out. I guess we should actually get to packing the whole thing. Okay, so I just finished packing all of it, and there is no way that I'm not gonna get checked by security. There's just so much like technology in there. I wouldn't blame them, because like it does look a little sus, but everything's in there now. And what I'm worried about now is I just like overall weight. I know day to day that I will be okay, because obviously not all of it's gonna be in both of the bag, and plus the only times that I'm ever going to have all the stuff all at once is when we're traveling between, I guess, like resting spots and like Airbnbs and all that kind of stuff. So, but we need to do a weight test, because if I can't actually physically move around in all of this, going from place to place and commuting, then it might just be shot. Also, I filled like the 25-liter to the brim, like literally to the brim. The only empty slot left on it is the like cup holder side pocket that isn't on the other side, that isn't holding the tripod. So, okay, so this is the 25-liter. Ooh, yeah, that's full of stuff right there. God, jeez. Okay. Honestly though, it's not terrible, but it is heavy. You can tell there's a lot of stuff in it too. If you're traveling overseas, it makes the most sense. The Osmo mount is kind of digging into my shoulder. I have to reposition that, but it feels a little weird right now. But yeah, other than that, this feels good. Let's add the 7-liter. Okay, so here is the 7-liter on top. So for a grand total of like 32, 33 liters, this is the loadout for all of the stuff that I'm bringing. 3 weeks in a foreign country. I feel like that's pretty good, hey? Like that's literally it. There's no extra support that I'm not like dumping other stuff in a check bag or anything. This is all it. And I feel pretty good. Like there's nothing in my pockets. The Osmo would obviously fit in here. So I feel pretty good about all of this. I'm just kind of shocked that it all managed to work. Like everything I packed is going in here. This backpack literally doesn't burst at the seams. I don't know if you can tell, but it's super expanded, and it doesn't have, like the 35 liter has the ability to expand out to 40 liters. This thing has no wiggle room at all. So I'm really stuck with whatever I got. And plus I won't be able to put like extra clothes or anything in here, like maybe a towel, but you know, while I'm flying, there's literally no wiggle room except for maybe in here. There's still a bunch of space in here. There's probably like most of this open compartment in the 7 liter is empty, so I probably can put like water and stuff like that. I don't know, like once I get across, and like some receipts and all that kind of stuff, and like everything like day to day I need to bring out, but like literally no other bulky thing can go in this bag. This bag is full. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so here we are basically at the end of the packing session. All the camera gear is good. I'm not really worried about any of that anymore. I just have like the regular stuff to deal with, like underwear and socks and clothes and all that kind of stuff, but that's not really important. I'll save you from the rest of the session because all I'm really trying to figure out is whether I should bring 4 pairs of pants or 3. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe, and please let me know in the comments if you think I'm taking this way too seriously and I gotta chill out. You know, I realize I'm gonna be ending this video on kind of a dud, so here's this.
First we rockin', that's how we roll. Lock is hot cause expect that don't. Tough as diamonds, no sticks and stones. That's connected like tic-tac-toe. Lights go out and my pack just grow. Opposition, my primo foes.